the mics and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, just so you know, welcome to the Urban Paranormal Podcast, right? Wherein you might be crazy to some.
But your family to us.
Hey.
So I wanted to go through that whole spiel again, just in case some of your people couldn't hear it before. All right, just so you can hear. So what we're talking about is how you deal with demons. We're just kind of talking about demons. You know, can we, exercise them? Can we be friends with them? Just how you deal with demons in general.
Or can we have authority to, take control and tell them they are not allowed near us? Please go back to where you come from.
So can I say something? One of
Go
the
ahead.
things we were talking about demons.
Mm-hmm.
Something that resonates deeply within me as I investigate the paranormal
Mm-hmm.
and demons. Does the demon manifest the fear, or does the fear manifest the demon?
All right.
And that's something that I really, really take personal when I start talking to people. Right?
Well,
And trying to help people.
I think it's like a
Okay.
vulture. I think when demons see fear or see a couple arguing or something, they
Mhm.
feed on shit like that.
They do.
Like a
Right.
weakness. I think they probably swoop in and probably finish the shit off. You know what I'm saying?
In the same vein, people
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
tend to argue and fight and whatever will quickly
Mhm.
for a scapegoat.
Yeah.
And they'll blame the demon,
Yeah.
or they'll say there's a demon.
Mhm.
In fact, they need marriage counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
Okay.
Aggressive.
More aggressive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So
You look
the stages of demonic haunt. The first stage is the demon is going to
literally
just
and
infest. It's called infestation. It's going to infest your space.
Right.
It's going to be in your home.
it's gonna
Be there waiting for you. It's going to mess with you. The second stage is where it hooks on
to you.
almost like a ball and chain,
Yes.
Okay.
where it will follow you wherever you go.
So it doesn't matter if you're home, you go to a hotel.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter. It's ball and chain attached to you, and then it's trying to break you down for the third phase, which is possession. So
Man,
that's
Oh, wow. Wow.
scary stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you shared it because, we all have to be careful.
Oh, for
Okay.
sure.
Well, I know a way where you could find out what demon is fucking with you.
Go for it.
It's called a scrying mirror or a black mirror.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you can actually make this at home. What you do is get a clear pane of glass.
Mm-hmm.
You paint one side,
Yeah.
and you flip it over to where it's glossy.
Yeah.
And you light candles around it, and you're supposed to gaze into this black mirror, and you're actually gazing into the other side.
Whoa.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Did
if
you
you
do
want to
it?
know, no, I would never do that shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
I would.
I don't even
I
look
would
at the
not
bathroom
be.
window at night.
Ooh. It almost reminds me of the movie House, where you look into the mirror and then there's
Yeah.
like another demon just trying to grab you into
Right.
that portal.
So would you try that, David?
Based on the fact that I've seen people tamper with things that they don't know, or they don't, or they're just getting themselves to get into trouble or whatsoever. I've seen too much horror, pain, and suffering to the point that I would rather fight for the light side and say no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Ramon?
Would I do it?
Yeah, would you do that?
I'll do anything in the name of research, man.
Wow.
At least once.
What about you, David? Would you try that?
Yeah, I think I would.
Oh wow.
Just
I would.
Just yeah.
Wow, I'm the only scary motherfucker on
No,
the panel,
as I
right?
would in the company
Well,
of
I mean,
others, like some
because you
strong
Well,
individuals.
you think about it. If
Yeah.
you have some type of experience like that,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really going to cement your beliefs in the other stuff in the world,
Absolutely.
all the
Yeah.
good stuff there is.
Yeah.
Oh, the good stuff.
And,
Absolutely.
and it could possibly change your life.
Probably
Yeah.
scared
For
the shit out of me.
Oh yeah,
too,
it's going
though.
to scare you.
Yeah.
I've
There's
seen
no
so
doubt
much
about
scary
that.
stuff that I'm
Yeah.
I'm down to
Oh wow.
find out and
Wow.
whatever it is.
Right. I mean,
Well,
I
guess
think.
I'm the only one that wouldn't do it.
Well, no, I think David was saying, this David, not the anchor. What he was saying is basically, once you see it, is what you've been saying all along, Trent, duality.
Yeah.
Ah.
Once
Yeah.
you see all this horrible shit, you have to believe in the good shit because
Exactly.
it's
exactly.
so bad. You
Well,
know?
is it the fear
Well, I
manifesting a demon?
Yeah, that's a way to look at
Right.
it. Or
Yeah.
shit.
Well, it goes into this English literature that in Paradise Lost, in order for good to exist, evil must also exist in their action whatsoever. I don't know the whole paraphrase, but it's a pretty powerful, way to look at it.
Right.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it's just very simple. One has
Of
to
course.
believe in the other side. I just think that when you're dealing with demons, people, you yourself are demons. All right. Just, I mean, just to be honest, when you decide you're going to do something bad, or
I'm
you
not
know,
a demon.
when you decide you want to do something bad or whatever, right? That's a demonic type of way of thinking. Everyone
Wait a
wants to
minute,
be,
Jay.
huh?
So demons are bad. Then.
No, I'm just saying based off of what we're talking about.
Okay.
Right? Just based off what we're talking about. If you do something bad to someone,
Yeah.
and you know it's bad, right?
Yeah.
And everyone else feels like that's a bad thing that you're doing, then you call it demonic.
Okay.
Okay?
Sound bad as fuck to me.
Right. It's bad. But here's
Yeah.
the thing though. People like Ramon said, people like to blame demons. I definitely 100% believe in that. But at the same time, it's that kind of like that mentality that what made you do that bad thing in the first place?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that demon inside
Well,
of you.
since you got so much sympathy for the devil and demons,
We kick it.
I actually pulled up a spell that you can do when you go home, bro.
All right, let's hear it, everyone.
So
Everyone,
we
here you
need a
go.
disclaimer. We don't advocate for casting spells, but I'm gonna tell you one right now.
I do.
This is to summon the demon called Paimon.
This is to
Okay.
summon the demon called Paimon.
Don't
Continue.
do it at home.
Don't
y'all.
summon them now. I'm not ready for this.
Okay, so what you need to
I
do.
should have brought my counter demon spells.
Okay.
So what you need to do
Mm-hmm.
is draw a circle, stand in the middle,
Mhm.
and you light a candle
Mm-hmm.
at each cardinal direction.
Okay.
That's north, south, east, and west,
Okay.
and that represents Belial,
Mm-hmm.
Lucifer, Leviathan, and Phleros.
Okay.
Those are the 4 kings of hell,
Right.
and they represent earth, air, fire, and water.
My goodness.
And then you got to say a prayer. I'm not going to actually say the prayer,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, to evoke the big guy
Mm-hmm.
to let these people through, to let Paimon through.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can try that when you get home.
Do you know what that sounded like to me? That sounded like my name was Frank, and I just opened the damn cube in Hellraiser. I just when you said that I'm in that circle right there and I'm dealing with that shit, I got a feeling chains are gonna come out and snatch me up, and then
It probably
and
will,
the
bro.
only prayer that I'm gonna
You
say
know what
is
I'm saying?
Jesus wept, and then it's gonna pull me apart. You know what I mean?
It probably will.
Well, what
It
about
probably
Nestor
will.
Jesus? And if the chains of the nails do get inside or whatever, are you sure you're willing to get reborn in such unpleasurable baptizing of pain?
Well, again, to some demons, or to some people, demons are bad. To other people, demons are angels. So to answer your question, what you might consider to be painful, I might consider to be pleasure.
Oh, okay.
You guys, we was talking about something, and it was so weird. So I want to know if you guys know about this too. We was talking about women, so God bless it and everything. But I kind of like, big women or whatever the case may be. So, so literally, when they are, what I really like about the idea is when they're on top of me, and they smother me, and it's that
You
point.
like torture,
It's
yeah.
that point where you kind of die a bit, and you see the white light, then you come back. That's when you really know you're having fun. I said that shit to these guys, and they were like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Jay?" I'm like,
You're a fucking pain
But you know,
freak.
but
Jay.
you know what? When you speak of demons, it's you speak of you got good and you
Good.
got evil.
right.
I mean, when you see evil, you know evil. There's
Right.
no doubt
Exactly.
that that's evil.
Exactly.
So I mean, to say that, that's what your experience is not evil.
Right.
That's just a pleasure that you as a human being enjoy.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's maybe that's your inner self, but that's no way a demon.
Right. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that it was. People have their own little take on different things.
Right.
They have their own take on things, and I like that. I like to go kind of unconscious and come back and be like, "Whoa, that was great." You know what I mean? So I tell you what, guys. Here's the deal. We are talking about demons. I'm just messing around right now. We're going to get into the real serious shit in just a bit, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, as normal, right? We're going to pay some bills. So what I want you to do is I want you to like, subscribe, and share. Okay? Like, subscribe, and share as many times as you possibly can. Donate. Always donate.
Please donate.
Yep.
We love you guys.
These bills must get paid. Everybody.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
reminded me when him whatever.
Exactly.
We're gonna be back
So,
in a second.
Yeah,
though.
and you can send those donations to $DSB Media on Cash App.
There you go, and we out.
Yeah.
Just in Time Tax Houston is here to provide our clients with quality.
Did we
fast
go off of the
tax
live?
services?
Did,
Our
did the
tax
live
specials
stop?
are
Because my
available
friends are
7
like, what
days a
happened?
week.
We'll put it back on.
Oh, okay.
Due to COVID-19, we will be providing our clients the opportunity to do virtual video meetings.
Fix the audio.
Not only does Just in Time Tax Houston provides quality tax services, we also give our clients the opportunity to restore their credit through our new credit resolution
No, he was
program.
messing with something, and
Other
then
services
it
include
reset, I
new
guess.
business, DBA assisting, notary services, back taxes, and amended tax returns. We understand that our clients are going through challenging times with the stimulus check, EIP payments, and unemployment.
Turn this off.
Just relax and let Just in Time Tax help you.
That's off right there.
What's up? Yeah, of course.
I need to know it. So you're gonna tell me now. What is it? What is it? Need you to tell me what it is. I need you to tell me. Scumbag. See me. Now what is it? No. What is it? Tell me. That's it.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Commissioner, I got this scumbag
Except me.
here.
My friend just said she had to put the phone up to her ear for me to hear everybody else's phone.
What's that now?
Bye, girl. You have a great night.
Man, that was a great podcast.
It was a dope show.
Yeah.
Great. Bye, guys.
So what you say?
Yeah, man, I have so much work to do. I have to get caught up.
Okay,
I'm
make
sorry.
sure you remember to lock the door.
Got
Be
you.
careful.
I got you.
Okay.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
All right.
David's and someone else in our audience actually now good audio.
Congress, 205 Democrats asked the Supreme Court to reconsider the unworkable supposed right to abortion in Roe v. Wade, 1973 in case they allowed free in the upcoming abortion case to medical services personally. And today's weather,
Yeah, it's just real cool. I wish I could just get it down karaoke.
Hey, look.
Baritone. He's a baritone.
Since I'm on the set.
All right, we're on. Y'all know the mic's still hot too, so. Can you say something on that mic, Ramon?
Check, check.
Okay, hopefully we're good now. Say that one more time.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Hey, everybody.
Say something, David Carr.
Hey.
Welcome back, man. All right. You're back to, and now our topic is actually dealing with demons. Okay. So we've had some people just so, to give them their they're just dudes, right? So in the back we have our technical guy. He's fucking up. It's OZ. You know what I'm saying? And then we also have our weatherman with the cameras. He fucking up too.
Right.
But he's in the house. You know what I'm
Really.
saying?
We just fucking with y'all.
We just
man.
messing
We
with
just fucking
y'all.
with
You know what I'm saying? And of course, we got some good friends in the house, which was Hun Lee. You'll see him in this a little bit.
Yeah.
And then also we have
Mr. David Carr.
well, Mr.
here.
David Carr on top of the
Great to
panel
be
and
here.
everything.
Yeah.
And we have Ghost Houston, and we have one of our sponsors in the house, which is Ego TV Network. So they're in the house. So everyone's here to hear this stuff about demons.
Yeah.
So can I take that as everyone here is either dealing with the demon or know someone who's dealing with the demon? Because everyone sure came here to see this shit.
Yeah.
Well, everyone probably have dealt with one in the past, according to what Ramon said. It could be like a real demon, or it could be in your head.
Yeah, growing up as a Catholic,
an inner demon.
growing up as a Catholic child, we grew up with Guadalupe Church, and then this other church that we went to, and those conversations you would hear, oh, so and so's house or so and so's house, but never one day we heard about my grandma's house being scary, like
Yeah.
and the church is so quick, like they do an investigation, they shut it down pretty much, and the way that they select certain hauntings or what to focus on, it didn't make the cut because
Oh, wow.
yeah it didn't make the cut, so they still have ghosts probably to this day.
Yeah.
but yeah, it didn't make the cut. It wasn't a demonized house according to them. So yeah, they are very peculiar about how they go about what houses they go to or where they put that focus.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that actually reminds me of a story. I know y'all all probably seen the movie The Exorcism. of
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of Emily Rose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of Emily Rose.
My mom saw that one.
Yeah. So, did you see it?
I mean, why would you say that
Why would you say that?
if you'd never seen it?
No. I saw The Exorcist, but my mom saw The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
So, but okay.
Okay.
I want you to get clarified. That's
This
all.
was actually a true story about a young lady named Annalise Michelle.
Okay.
Okay, she was diagnosed with epileptic seizures as a kid,
Okay.
and not long after that, she started hearing voices telling her that she was damned,
Well,
Wow.
and that she would rot in hell.
Oh wow.
So they sent her to this little mental hospital or whatever. That shit didn't help. So by the age of 20, she started to complain of seeing devil faces
My goodness.
when she closed her eyes or just anytime. And after that, she began to drink her own urine.
Oh shit.
Oh.
She went out there.
wow.
Yeah, I know. Eat insects. And then so in 1975, after, like Grizzy said, trying to get the Catholic Church
Involved.
to grant an exorcism, she was denied a bunch of times. And, after the appeals, they finally granted her an exorcism.
Wow.
And she went through 67 exorcisms.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, and she actually died at the age of 23 from malnutrition because of the exorcism. And her parents and the priest were charged in her death.
Oh my goodness.
They should have been, because
Yeah.
everything you had mentioned sounded like my grandmother. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean by that. So my grandmother would say, "Hey man, you ain't shit. You going to hell."
She was probably right about you, bro.
There you go.
Ow.
You know what I mean?
Ouch.
So
Yeah.
they would kick my ass and do all of these weird damn things. Now, when we go to the part about drinking urine, well, I didn't really kind of do that. You know
That's
what I mean?
demons do, bro.
No,
So
no.
Prepare for that shit.
No, that's what survivalists do.
Yeah.
That's what survivalists do. So that's not a bad deal. The fact that she was eating insects, that is definitely not bad, because she was trying to stay alive, and that's another thing that survivalists do.
Well, we're going to try to see if we can get you to drink your own urine.
So I'm just
live
saying,
on the
Especially
show.
if you're the demon.
Yeah, exactly. we want to see Jay drink his own urine on the show.
all I'm saying is this here. I can see why that it would have been very difficult to get a priest to come out there with these particular actions.
Yeah, well, they have so many. Like Grizzly said, they are picky about who they actually grant an exorcism to.
Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah.
the fact that the parents and the church was charged in that murder, they should have been.
Well,
honestly, God should have been.
The priest went out there 67 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did 67 exorcisms on her.
It's like
Yeah.
he didn't know what he was doing.
Right. Didn't know exactly what he was doing. I mean, because
or maybe it was hard. Maybe there were 68 demons.
Was this
No.
ever recorded or documented? I don't know much about the one about Emily Rose.
So this one, if I recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, Trent, there were two sides to the case. One of them said it was psychological, and the other one said it was biblical or demonic, right?
Yeah.
And they claimed that the demons killed her, where the doctor said no, it's malnutrition
Yeah,
killed her.
malnutrition. Yeah.
And they got charged,
Yeah.
but they didn't serve any time or anything like that, I do
Okay.
believe. So
That's what I thought too.
yeah, I don't think they served any time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because another thing too, I hate to bring the legal part of the aspect in there too. Weren't those priests performing the exorcism were protected by Samaritan law?
Samaritan law?
Yeah, there's a Samaritan law. If you're trying to act in good faith to save a person, there's a counter to that if somebody's trying to charge them, oh, you harmed this person while saving them in the process. I don't mean to play, devil's advocate for anybody who says, oh, wait, they deserve to go.
Well, that's a good question because, I've never heard of that.
This happened in Germany back in the 30s or something,
Yeah.
40s.
no, this is the 60s, right?
I'm not sure. No, 1975.
70.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
1975.
Okay. Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, honestly, nothing that you had mentioned at that point sounded like a possession. It sounded like someone getting ready for survival skills.
So I will add this to that case. That is one of the most famous cases in the world of the paranormal.
It is.
There is a lot of audio recordings of the actual exorcisms available. Go and listen to those audio recordings, and they will put chills on you.
Really?
Wow.
It's pretty frightening.
Wow.
I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard a lot of them. I've never had chills yet, but maybe.
Well, that one probably will give you some chills, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home and listen to them, but during the daytime, not tonight.
Yeah, I was about to
Not
say,
tonight.
make sure somebody's
Or in
home
my
with
car or somewhere.
Look, some people, right, welcome possessions, anything to get out of their normal fucked up lives, okay? Anything. Just for attention, just for, it's just so many different things, so many different reasons. And then there's some people that don't welcome, that refuse, that do not welcome this possession.
Well, I want to ask you this, Jay.
Go ahead.
Would you welcome a possession?
They have to be a bad motherfucker to possess me.
Why you say that?
Bruh, because I don't be giving a shit.
No.
So would I
my
welcome?
question is,
Would I
would you
welcome a possession?
possession?
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So I don't worry about that. I really don't want to be possessed, Trent. Don't make me say that out loud again.
Look who's talking now.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to be possessed. I have shit to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I think being possessed is a lot like being hypnotized. I think weak-minded people will allow themselves to be hypnotized because they want to believe it. They want to believe
it's
it.
good that you think you're more powerful than the demon.
I think some people are just more open, susceptible, can actually, and more in tune with the spirit world. Because I know instances where some people live in the same place, but some people see stuff and some people don't.
Yeah.
And it's,
No,
what can you say,
yeah, we talked about that. But now that you say that, now I understand that you had a story or anything that you wanted to share with.
Well, it's an ongoing thing right now with really with my sister.
Okay.
Out there. She lives out in the country, out in Liberty, Texas, and she's actually got a pretty good haunting going on at her house right now.
Oh, okay.
She's had the manifestations, actual residual haunting, actual touching, feeling, crawling on her chest at night.
Oh, wow.
Holding her down, grabbing her ankles and pushing her up in the bed like 3 or 4 inches.
Oh my goodness.
Just the craziest stuff. And some of it she thought was good at first, and then it's really one of the things that's kind of turned into a situation now that she just needs it to end. She knows there's one older lady who wears a white gown. She's seen her several times. Sometimes she'll just walk around the corner and look at her and leave, like she's just looking to see if she's there.
Oh, wow.
And there's an older man sometimes with a cowboy hat that'll be walking around in out by the barn area or around the tree lines and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Our niece has gone to the barn and come back running up. Mom, there's somebody in the house. Grandma, somebody out there in the barn. You know, it's just an ongoing thing. And it's kind of gotten really, what really intrigued me more about it was, and I wanted to really touch on it with the group here, is communicating with it. She actually started communicating with the lady. You know, she actually took a cross and had it as a pendulum, and said, okay, you know, left and right, back and forth, left and right for yes, back and front, forward for no. Okay,
Right.
and she asked. She goes, first question she asked was, I believe what she told me today was, do you like me? And she said, the cross swung back and forth, yes.
Oh, wow.
She said, do you like my husband? It went no.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do you like dogs? No.
Wow.
Do you like cats? Yes.
Wow.
You know, do you like cows? Because they live out in the country.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, the country, you know, we'll get into where they live at a little
Right.
bit later. But it said, no, didn't like the cows.
Wow.
And it said, and she asked the lady, do you want to hurt me? And she said, no.
Oh, wow.
And she said, can I stay here? And the lady said, yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, so
Isn't that a bad thing to talk to these entities?
Don't know about opening yourself up like that.
Yeah.
You know, and because then the last one she really did it was with when she woke up in the middle of the night, and it's usually about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Demon time.
And she felt this heavy weight, this body crawling up on her, and she was frozen, just solid, just could not move, could not speak.
Correct.
Up on her chest, was holding her down, squeezing her. She was trying to say, "Get off me, get off me," and you know, and just screaming, and nothing would come out.
Oh, wow.
And finally,
Man.
it let loose.
Wow.
So she went and got her little cross and pendulum, and said, "Whoever was in there and just did this to me, are you trying to hurt me?" And it said, "Yes."
Oh my goodness.
So she doesn't sleep in that room. She doesn't really sleep at all at night. She stays up all night and sleeps during the day, because or she goes to bed after 3 o'clock.
Wow.
After the witching hour.
Wow.
Because if she doesn't, she doesn't know what's going to happen.
Wow.
She has no idea what's going to happen to her in the middle of the night.
Well, I know from doing my research.
And that's just
today,
a little bit of it.
Yeah.
If it was demonic,
Right.
you shouldn't be trying to communicate with it.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that was my worry. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that like opens doors and
And how long
Make-
has this been going on?
It
Yeah.
started about, I guess, when they first moved in the house, probably about 10 years or so ago. I can't remember the exact years. But from the very first day they moved in there, while they were moving in, she heard a man clearing his voice in the
Wow.
laundry room, and went in there, and there was nobody there.
holy moly.
You know, so it's happened from day one.
You know,
Yeah.
Trent said that you're not supposed to, you know, from what his research is, but here's the thing. Okay, no jokes, guys, just
Right.
real shit. So if your sister communicates with them,
Right.
normally, who we are in
Right.
general, we want something. So maybe she could ask, what does each person want? And maybe she
good
can help
question.
them try to get that, and then they can go about their business. Do you understand? It's like
Right.
it's like at night. The moment you say, what do you want? And they recognize that you are communicating with them and they're communicating with you. It's like they're, at night, you're just this ball of light. And every spirit out there realize it could talk to you, it'll come.
That's the danger in communicating.
Well,
Yeah.
here go the thing about
I
that,
agree.
though. Here go the thing about that. If you can help each one of these lost individuals, you know, I don't know, it could be, hey, I want you to talk to my son for me, tell him I love him, whatever the case may be, they can pass on.
Well, that's if it's a human, a human spirit.
Well, it's a human spirit wearing a damn cowboy hat, bro.
But
remember she said that.
Well, I mean, you know, the biggest thing, one of the biggest things about demons are they're tricksters and deceivers.
Exactly. And you always have to be careful and on guard. You know, you don't know if this is a human spirit or not. And, you know, you have to take into consideration there's always a price to be paid if it's going to be a wrong one you're talking to.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm going to give more credit to Ramon and Trent about
Get
this.
back on the mic, David.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't think she did anything
Well,
wrong.
here's another little example.
Yeah.
You know, I remember. I guess I was watching a podcast the other day about the residual haunting.
Okay.
She sees lots of shadow people going up and down the hallways, and she'd always see the shadow person. It'd go disappear into the hallway coat closet.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this is giving me
Okay,
chills.
so really,
Right.
and so during Harvey, remember Harvey, all the rain.
Right.
Gotcha.
We went out there and we're remodeling a house. Well, they took that coat closet, and in way back in the corner of that coat closet, she found a set of keys.
Wow.
And a set of keys had a heart on it with 2 pictures of 2 little boys.
Holy moly.
Ooh.
And she still has the keys.
All right.
Oh,
But
wow.
she hasn't seen the shadow figure going into that area anymore.
Since she found those keys.
She found those
Wow.
keys. And,
I'm curious to know what Ramon
Right.
thinks about
I was
this
going to
whole,
ask.
this whole situation.
Ooh. So a lot of thoughts, man. Communicating with spirits, we don't use pendulums
right.
because, not to say they don't work,
Right.
but your body will make it move one direction or another, even when you think you're not moving it one direction or another.
Okay.
That's why
Possibility, yeah.
doing a Ouija board session blindfolded usually results in nothing,
Okay.
because you think something is moving it, and a lot of times it could be you and you just don't know it. Same thing with a pendulum. We don't use pendulums because of that. What she can do, tell her to get a voice recorder, an audio recorder, and just leave it recording at night. And see if voices get picked up that aren't from anybody in the home. It's hard to dispute that more than
We'll do that, yeah.
the micro firing of muscles that might make a pendulum move one way or the other, right? And so my recommendation would be to get a voice recorder. If I went out there, that's the first thing I would do.
Correct. Okay.
Would be doing voice recorders. As far as communicating with spirits, man, I don't, again, based on what I've heard right now, you know, is it demonic? I mean, I would lean towards no. Right. Does that mean it's okay to communicate? I would.
Right.
You know, I would be respectful and kind of do it in manner, and there's different ways to do it. I wouldn't use Ouija boards,
Right.
and I probably wouldn't use pendulums, but I would use audio recording and video recording and photography and those kind of things.
Right.
And we have devices and tools and stuff that can do live communication as well. Yeah, man, you know, it sounds interesting for sure, right?
It's
It
very
really does.
interesting,
And
yeah.
a point that you made or y'all were making, I agree with you. Well, the Catholic Church will agree with you that demons can take on different forms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And the Catholic Church will tell you that's not your grandmother standing at the end of the bed.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right.
And that's not, it's a demon taking on your grandmother's form in order to gain your trust,
Exactly.
for you to let your guard down and maybe build a shrine, candles,
Right.
praying every night for grandma to come, whatever, welcoming it, please come to my life kind of thing. So the Catholic Church will argue that's not your grandma at the end of the bed. I don't know if I agree with that personally based on my experience. I think it very well could be your grandmother at the end of the bed. We've had some cases where it ended up being grandmother at the end of the bed. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, according to the Bible and Catholic Church, human spirits can't exist. You know what I'm saying? Human spirits can't exist according to the Bible. That's if you believe in the Bible.
Right.
But
Right.
so many things that we've been taught growing up, they said that couldn't exist or couldn't be or whatever, has now, as we got older, become fact that it could be.
More possible.
Yes, so maybe they just kind of made a mistake.
Well, that would probably be something we would have to die to find out.
I die all the time.
I got a good question here. So, what would be the difference? Because I mean, we've all seen these different paranormal shows and stuff, and about poltergeist. You know,
Right.
poltergeist and a demon. Is that something different? You know, you see poltergeist. I remember a video of the night camera in the school catching chairs moving around and
Right.
lockers opening and stuff like that. And they said it was poltergeist. Now, is that a residual demon, or is that just something completely different?
Oh,
That's
can I?
for
Can I?
Ramon.
No, I want to answer that. I want to answer
Okay.
that. All right, a poltergeist, right?
Right.
Well, that particular thing would indicate that the most likely the demon or the spirit is angry. It's not residual because it's not doing the same thing constantly like a record player or a tape.
Right.
Okay. Poltergeist, to me, I mean, this is just my opinion. We're going to give it to the expert, but I don't believe that a poltergeist can truly exist, and as being an evil spirit or something that's
Why is that?
because it's moving around things. Do you understand? If it was that angry, whatever pissed it off, it would come back from the dead, basically, and kill it. If you can,
I don't get what you're saying.
if you can move around chairs as a spirit, think about this. Your grandfather or great grandfather killed mine. Mine is running around here mad and pissed off. You're the grandson.
Okay, I get where you go.
Yeah, you see, that damn spirit will be able to kill that.
But from my research,
Okay.
it takes so much energy for them to just do that.
Move.
To be able to move something in the physical world.
Yeah, well, I'm just going off what he was saying.
And then, you know, who's to say, okay, if they're hunting this house, your grandfather might not even stay there no more. He's just fucking mad and taking it out on the people that live there.
Yeah, or even
You
more,
know what I'm
just playing
saying?
tricks.
But you see,
Yeah.
but the thing is, like at my sister's house,
Okay.
she will go in there, and so we have there's a hutch that's
Okay.
inherited from our grandmother, and it's one of the ones that's really, really hard. You know, the latch is on it to pull.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
and so she'll come home, and sometimes nobody's been home. It's wide open, drawers pulled open, doors opened all over the place, drawers, everything, and the same stuff over and over and over again.
Wow.
You know, you go, you lock everything down, you leave, come back 45 minutes later, run the town, and stuff's open. Wow. You know, so I mean, so you're sitting there and say, who can touch? I mean, physically
Right.
touch. I mean, she's physically getting touched. So,
You're
moving,
right,
so
right.
moving objects is,
Obviously a
I
thing.
mean, but then
It
you
could
can
be
move an
done.
object, you can move a knife too.
Right, that's my
Right.
thought.
Right.
That's
Right.
my
So,
thought.
right.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah,
is my
exactly.
thought.
I mean, that's what's scary.
You know,
Yeah.
so
You know.
well, I tell you what, you can follow it up after. Guys, I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's go to the most famous, the first case in U.S. history where, first murder case where the defense pleaded not guilty because of demonic possession. Okay, we're talking about Orny Cheyenne Johnson. So this guy, 1981, he got into an argument with his landlord, and he began to growl like a wolf during this argument. So he's building up his shit. He starts growling, and he actually stabs his landlord to death.
Oh my goodness.
And the crazy thing about it, when he was a kid, he was around during an exorcism. When these famous paranormal demonologists, Ed and Lorraine Warren, y'all might know them from
Yes, The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Those movies were made after these guys.
Yes.
So what happened? He actually challenged the demon and whatever. So he was actually possessed, they say, when he killed this dude, and they used that as defense in court.
Did it go through?
Nah,
Okay.
he served time, but not a lot.
Okay. Okay.
So they was a little lenient with
Lenient.
him, and Ed and Lorraine Warren actually testified at his trial that he was definitely demonically possessed.
Demonic.
So you're talking about, that's like pure evil, like
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer, you know,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
you know, the clown
Exactly.
guy, and some of these guys,
Exactly.
ice cream man.
Wow! I hit
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
I
seriously.
keep hitting the paper.
You
I'm
got
sorry.
gong- you
I'm sorry.
got
I'm sorry.
gonged.
I know. I gonged myself.
Hey,
right?
can I add something on the poltergeist thing?
Yeah, you can. You
Go
can.
ahead.
You can definitely.
So, Dave was talking about poltergeist, and here's from our perspective, kind of the theory behind it.
Right.
We view poltergeists as an extension of psychokinetic energy, like
Okay.
PK, right?
Okay.
Like the movie Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Right.
She's
Telekinesis.
getting
Right.
angry,
Mhm.
and the angrier she gets, the more stuff starts flying around.
Wow.
And we've actually been on cases where, and it's usually with adolescent females. We find it's more than just coincidence. It tends to be young teenage girls that are 13, 14 that think they're 20, 22.
Wow.
And they're arguing. They're arguing with mom and dad. They want their cell phone. They want to date. They want to have sex. They want to do this. They weren't. You know what I mean? And so there's that tension there, right? We were in a house, and I don't remember who was with me, but we were doing a case, and this young lady did not like her father.
Yeah.
And she was living with him, and not her mother, who she wanted to live with. And so I have these meters that detect electromagnetic frequency. Electricians use them, but they're light indicators.
Okay.
And they start with green and they move to yellow and orange and then red, and they're called K2 meters. And as energy changes, these meters will fluctuate.
Okay.
And so what I did is I put these meters and I turned them on and I put them around her sitting at a table. And I asked her to talk to me about her dad. And man, she was angry and frustrated and talking about how much she hates him. And these meters start changing from green to yellow to orange to red.
Oh, wow.
The energy around the 3 or 4 foot
energy.
radius around her was changing literally, and I could see it.
Wow.
Right. Groundbreaking.
And then I asked her, tell me about your favorite childhood memory. And it was her mama baking cookies.
Oh, wow.
And they stayed green. And we did this 3 or 4 times, and they would go to yellow, orange, and red every time she talked about her dad. Her dad was in the room. He was watching, and there was a broomstick near him. And as she's talking about how much she hates this man who's standing 10 feet away, the broomstick moves and hits him in the head.
Wow.
Whoa.
So, okay, so what's a poltergeist? In our opinion, we tend to lean towards poltergeist tends to be manifested by a person.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to, it's not strictly young ladies, but we tend to find more activity around adolescent young ladies that are pissed off at the world, or their parents are angry, or going through puberty or whatever, right?
So almost like telekinesis.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you find that the young ladies are more in tune with the spirit world, or so to say, or is it just?
No, I mean, yes. To answer your question, I think women in general.
Right. Intuition. Women's intuition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, in weird news, I'm going to make this quick. There is a way how to read into dealing with the demons and so forth. I'm going to make this quick. You can actually conduct a footprint test. Please do it at your own risk, where you place a line of ash around your bed. Anywhere your hand will do. And in the morning, if you see footprints that look like chicken feet, you know you have a demon around you. And this is from a Jewish Boston.com.
Or you have a chicken around you too.
Right.
Hey, I'm just reading off from the facts, but hey, this is where you, Ramon, you can just debunk it and be like, okay, I can figure this out.
Well, here goes the thing.
I will debunk that.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, hold on. We're going to get into debunking, but I would like to say to one of our people that's in the chat, her name is Maria Jones. You said that your 9-year-old child, sees shadow people upstairs in the bedroom, and he don't like to sleep in the bed. So I tell you what you do. Please keep listening to the show, because we're going to, give you information about, how we can help you with that situation, okay? And that's going to be a little bit after we return, okay?
Right on.
Holler.
Hello, my name is Robert Richard, and I'm the host of an exciting new show called What's That Net Worth, where you and the contestants guess the cash flow of the most popular celebrities around today for cash and prizes. I want you to go to Ego Network TV on YouTube to watch the show. Please, please, please like, subscribe, and also follow us on Instagram at ego_network_TV. I'll see you there.
Just in Time Tax Houston is here to provide our clients with quality, fast tax services. Our tax specialists are available 7 days a week. Due to COVID-19, we will be providing our clients the opportunity to do virtual video meetings. Not only does Just in Time Tax Houston provides quality tax services, we also give our clients the opportunity to restore their credit through our new credit resolution program. Other services include new business, DBA assisting, notary services, back taxes, and amended tax returns. We understand that our clients are going through challenging times with the stimulus check, EIP payment, and unemployment. Just relax and let Just in Time Tax help you.
Welcome back to another great episode of the Urban Paranormal Podcast. So, what we've been talking about right now is dealing with demons. Now, before I left, though, I was noticing the chat was going off, man.
Was it?
Yeah. But it's
the hell?
Yeah, it was a few people, but this Maria Jones, her 9-year-old, right, sees shadow people. Okay, and it's to the point that the 9-year-old does not want to sleep upstairs anymore.
Well, I wonder would that be demonic or a hunting?
It could be potentially both. I mean,
it sounds fucking scary as hell.
It leans a little more towards the haunting, but I'm gonna definitely say it has to be both in this category for being logical.
There you go. But here's the thing: right now we have Ghost Houston here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have him. So his information to be in the link, and that way you can contact me if there's something you want to do about it. You know, hopefully they're not harming the 9-year-old, because I think you would have probably opened up with that one. But I hope it stays that way.
Well, maybe Ghost Houston can give her a little advice, since she's listening right now about her 9-year-old seeing these shadow people.
And I'm sorry, what's her name again?
Maria,
thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so we get calls like this all the time where children are scared, and what is it that you can do? Because sometimes you feel helpless, right? Honestly, and I think they brought it up, is it harming the child? Is it physically touching the child? Have you seen it? Has anybody else seen it? Have the animals seen it? I would start off literally with a smudging, and that's just getting some sage and lighting some sage. You can pick up sage on Amazon.com, quite frankly.
Hey, what she made after that, she followed up and she said that after she saged, she was physically touched.
After the sage.
After the sage.
Yeah.
After the sage, she was physically touched?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Give me a call. You can find me at ghosthouston.com. There's a lot of questions I have for you, and it's going to be easier probably if we just take it offline. So ghosthouston.com. You'll find my contact info. Give me a call. I'll pick up the phone personally, and I'll talk to you and talk you through the entire process.
I mean, so do you think these shadow people are demons? Because, I mean, I don't know if y'all familiar with the movie Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
I was watching that, and a shadow person told him to go take that shotgun and go kill all his whole family in the bed. I think it happened about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, demon time.
Demon time, yeah.
Demon time.
So,
Demon time.
They have a whole thing about these shadow-like people, you know? But here's the problem. I mean, the shadow people and sleep paralysis kind of run together, okay, if that makes any sense. Are they evil or bad? It depends on who you ask, you know, because you just named the movie, and in that movie they was bad, but other than you saying that, I've never heard ever.
Well,
that
can I chime in?
No, go right ahead.
Well, I think anything besides residual, especially if they know they're scaring the shit out of you.
They probably don't.
Yeah, they probably do.
Okay. Well,
that's fucking bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they know they're scaring the shit out of you, they come and say hello, and you like, that's fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? That's bad.
That's not bad. It's like just
they sit on your chest and you can't breathe.
I mean, that's sleep paralysis. Yeah, that's. I mean, I get you on that. I'm just saying they wouldn't know. I mean, for example, since he brought up a movie, I'll say this. Think about The Sixth Sense, for example. And we saw how
Dead
that movie
people all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine someone just passing away, because the way they showed it in the movie, the person looked fucked up when they passed away and they came back, right? So imagine that person just getting fucked up and wanting to say goodbye to his loved one.
Okay, well, that's fine. Goodbye. Don't come back.
But,
You know what I'm saying?
you
Okay, cross over, and I don't need to see you no more.
But
I'll see you when I get there.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Nah,
That sucks.
it doesn't.
That person love you. They don't realize how fucked up they look. They don't. They just know
I
the
mean,
thing.
it's not even about the look.
Well, but millions of people die every day. I mean, we would hear about it more. I mean, obviously, it would be something you'd read about every day in the newspaper.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
And you don't hear that much about it.
Right. I'm just saying. I just never heard of shadow people actually doing anything physical to anyone.
Let me say this about shadow people from our perspective.
Go ahead.
Shadow people and demons are not necessarily one and the same. So you see a shadow person, do not automatically think there's a demon in your house.
Okay.
That's safe to hear. Go on.
Sure. Right now, it doesn't mean there can't be.
Right.
Shadow people are weird, man. You know, I mean, they can take on different forms and do different things. And do all spirits know they're dead? The answer is no.
No.
And so, do they know they're scaring you? They may be confused as you reacting that way, but you know they may not know why you're reacting the way you are.
That makes
There you go.
So,
it makes sense when he said. But when I say it don't,
he just broke it down, and that's just like you don't know you dead, but I think you fucking dead already, bro.
Yeah, I've died a few times. On a good night, I might die 3 times.
No, I'm just.
my goodness.
The way he said, you know, they might not know
Right.
they're
That's
dead.
what I just said. I said the same
You said
thing.
something like that.
I said no. I just said the same thing. They don't know.
Well, you were right, Jay.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's see, I was right.
Take a bow.
But could a shadow person, you know, be an evil? Say an evil.
I think so.
An evil person that died, a residual of evil person that could influence somebody to do evil things.
Why hide in the fucking shadows? Be a light person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why be a shadow person? Be a light person.
We got too much evil in
Don't
this
scare
world.
me.
Let's bring balance. Bring light.
I mean, I don't think they could. You would see it. They wouldn't be called shadow people if they was out in the night in the daytime, bro.
Wow.
They'd be invisible people.
Okay, Jay.
Okay, first of all, Jay, there are some shadow people that do roam around during the daytime. I kind of saw it personally in my experience.
Okay.
And you're saying?
I'm saying that shadow people can be in the night or in the daytime.
He said in his experience, so he got a couple of shadow homeboys.
I didn't.
I understood what he said.
No, I didn't ask him what he was saying. I said, "Are you sane? Sane?
Oh, are you sane? Okay.
Right.
Well, didn't a while back those I think 2 teenage girls used a shadow person defense, except they called it the ski man.
The Slender Man?
The Slender Man.
Yeah, the Slender Man.
He's skinny.
Yeah,
I heard
Shadow
something
Man,
about that.
Yeah.
And that was the defense they used for murdering one of their friends.
Wow.
Yeah. Slender Man told them to do it.
the defense didn't work.
Oh no, it didn't work. Yeah, but that's. Just,
Well, I got something that Jay's gonna love.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Another spell.
Oh my God, awesome!
There we go.
Let's get it going.
But this is actually a curse.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
Let's hear
what
it.
you're gonna need for this curse?
What I'm gonna need?
A shoebox.
Oh, boy.
That's it. That's not bad. Okay.
A picture of your enemy.
That's fucking easy.
2 chicken feet.
That's brujeria.
That's
chicken
easy.
feet?
That's easy.
2 yards of black ribbon.
2 yards of black ribbon.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this.
Okay. Okay, I can do that
I
too.
know. So what you do?
Mm-hmm.
You write the name of your enemy on the back of the photo. Wrap the photo with the chicken feet and half of the black ribbon.
Okay.
Put it in the shoebox. Bind the shoebox with the rest of the black ribbon
And bury it.
and bury it in the graveyard. But you can't look back. Once you bury it, keep walking straight forward. And this will bring quick death and suffering to your enemies.
Your ass is in trouble.
I left some things out.
Why?
Because I don't want nobody trying it.
I want to fucking try it, bro.
I left some things out. I'll let you know later off
Okay.
air. You know what I'm saying?
Your ass is in trouble.
Not
You
that I
already know
do
who you are.
spells. I just had to do research. So Trent Johnson is no way into spells and shit, but it's readily available if you really want to find it. These spells are available.
Yeah, they are.
And
all
this
over.
is to bring quick death and suffering to any enemy.
I mean, does anyone on this panel have some people they want to fuck up?
I don't.
Do not
I got a
take-
few.
Not one person asked to take a picture of me right now. I'm telling you, we're gonna have problems. You know what I'm saying? But
You're thankful I'm not one of those black magic guys.
there you go.
Right,
Thank,
right.
thank
Man.
you. Thank you.
Why magic got to be black?
No,
Yeah.
dark magic. Dark magic.
See that there's a the politically correct situation right
Yeah,
there. You know what I'm
disclaimer.
saying?
We don't
Yeah.
don't go try none of this shit we talking about on the show. I'm leaving things out so y'all don't go and try that shit.
Oh, but your ass is done.
Right?
But Mr. David, you on the show. You heard what he said. You have anybody you want to fuck up?
Oh boy.
No, I'm a believer in good karma.
Yeah,
Oh,
me,
wow.
me too.
Work and I love everybody, and I try to do the best I can for people. I try to help people, and
There you go.
Word.
you know, and I think good things come back. I mean, there's
Exactly,
some things that
exactly.
happen in my life spiritually on a good level.
Okay.
Yes.
Things
Yeah.
that worked
Yes.
out for me recently,
Mm-hmm.
and things that are working out now. Just kind of, well, one of the things is really kind of strange, and I'll put it out there right now. It was so funny. Me and I just remembered it today. We were in the bathroom together, me and my wife, and
Yeah.
we were laying in bed watching a show the other night, and I said, you know, and there was a guy, he was doing an exorcism, or talking about an exorcism he was going on, and I said, you know, if somebody could prove to me and show me that, you know, that would definitely have a big impact on how I spend the rest of my life living and treating people.
Wow.
You know, because if you can see that's such an evil,
Yeah.
you know, then you got to see the good in people and try to counteract it and help people, because everybody has a soul, you know, and every soul is just as important. Mine, yours, everybody. Even if somebody's evil, their soul's still important to God.
Okay.
Or you know, or our Creator.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Right.
and it's still just support, you know, and it's
Right.
you know, and it's kind of a different way of looking at things.
No,
but,
it's a good way. Good way.
That's the way I feel about it. I'm being good karma. I'm
Okay.
trying to build a good foundation.
Well, we were talking, guys, about like how to deal with demons. So here's my thing. It's very simple. The way to deal with a demon is absolute love. Now, let me, love.
So we hugging demons now?
Now, here's the thing. Let me explain that to you. When you're a child, let's say you're this little bitty kid and you did something wrong, right? Well, when you did something wrong, your parents or whoever it was, your guardian, beat the shit out of you for doing something wrong. And then after, while you're over there, you know, all that bullshit you do, you know what I mean? Right? They come over there and they give you a hug and say, look, I'm sorry that I had to tear your ass up.
Right.
But I love you. Now,
Is that true?
Yeah, that is true. And that, when in itself, is love.
I guess.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you do not do that, which is why you have so many problems out there in the world today.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. If you do not do that, that little child grows up and starts killing people, becoming Jeffrey Dahmers, different things, because it wasn't shown the proper love when it was a child.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, I mean, you're not hearing.
I mean,
it.
far as like hitting, you can't hit your worst enemy.
Here go the thing. You can't hit. What are you talking about? I'm talking about as a child.
Yeah.
When your parent whoops you, right? They're giving you tough love.
I think that's just me. I think there's other ways.
I mean, well, of course, there's other ways to anything in life.
Yeah.
I'm giving
all
you.
That hitting, you can't hit your worst enemy. Why the fuck would you hit your child?
I'm not saying go hit your damn child. I'm giving you an example. When a child is young, it does something bad.
Yeah.
And the parent would whoop the child,
Yes.
bad or whatever.
Okay.
Then they come back and say, "Look, I'm sorry, but you know you did wrong. I'm teaching you a lesson." That is tough love.
But
giving that love to that child,
I wouldn't want to hear that shit.
Well, that's on you.
Talking about I love you and I had to beat
I mean,
your ass.
that's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't even matter. You could take away the whooping.
Yeah.
Take away the whooping and say, guess what? Your ass you're not getting nothing to eat.
That's better.
At that point in time, better. It don't even make sense anyway. But at that time, that child is mad and realize a discipline action is coming. Because of that discipline action is coming, when that child get older, it realizes the parent loved him. That child there has a less likelihood to inflict violence or different things on people because it understands love. Therefore, you're killing a demon before the shit gets started. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's a good way to put it.
I'm just telling you, bruh, with all of that love, even though a demon can come to that child and say, "Hey, don't you want to punch Henry in the face?" That child don't.
Look, Jay, that goes with saying, okay, we could raise our kids the best we can, and they still be a fucking serial killer or a demon.
No, okay, well,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a problem with that because statistics does not show that to be accurate.
So like Ted Bundy, didn't he come from a great family? There's a few people that come from great families.
No, they had a great family, but that wasn't their great upbringing.
Okay, well look,
they had an abusive upbringing.
Well, we both just discussed you had a fucked up upbringing. So did I. We both not serial killers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, we're not. Let's talk about
We're not
something
Jay
else.
had to think that over.
I mean, well,
one
I
thing.
could speak for me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had
Right.
some fucked up shit in my childhood, but I'm not a serial killer.
I
I probably could have been. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
But
I used to put cats in the microwave.
Well, see, I did one more thing. Just
on.
add one
Go
thing to
ahead.
this conversation.
Come on,
Okay.
Jay.
Now,
Yeah.
I think,
I'm
look,
sorry.
I don't really think people can become demons.
Okay.
I don't think people
Okay.
turn into demons. They just get incarnated evil. In
Yes.
them.
Yes.
You know, they don't
Okay.
become
Yeah.
demons.
Okay.
They're just full of evil. People full of evil.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and that's just what it is. you
Yeah.
know, and they're not demons.
Okay,
Evil,
then
evil is real.
okay,
Evil is
then
real.
then I guess
Yes.
that's what the case. I guess that's what I was saying.
I mean,
guess.
just like God got his people,
Mm-hmm.
people go to church every day and got his flock. You better believe that the devil got the same amount of people, bro.
let me tell you guys something. Okay?
And we learned that on this show.
Yeah.
You,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
guys know
Right.
I've been locked up. I've been to the penitentiary before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have something called on Marlin in Marlin, Texas, Hobby Unit. They have a wing and it's called G Wing, and that's where they put the lifers. I've been to so many places on that prison. There is nothing as intense as being in that dorm, being on that wing. You feel
feel
the
evil.
evil, dude. You feel it. You've got women that cook their babies. You've got women that
Damn.
that killed all their kids. You've got women that stabbed their husbands and hid their bodies in the garage and were teachers and just you feel evil. There's nothing I can't explain. Standing next to a woman who killed some innocent young boy and shot him to death for a few dollars. Like you just feel it. I met Susan Wright. I think she just made parole or something not too long ago. She's the woman that stabbed her husband 100 and something times. You cannot tell me. I met this woman. She reeked of evil.
Wow.
That's all. It's a presence. It is a very, very profound presence. Like I can't explain it, but to stand next to somebody and not even know, but just feel like you don't even know who they are until somebody tells you in your ear later, hey, that was Susan Wright you stood next to. Who?
Wow.
The woman that stabbed her husband 100 and something times. And you're like, and then you now you know why there was something about her.
Right.
You know, and
So that's full of evil doesn't necessarily make you a demon. So they could be demon influenced.
yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this might sound crazy, but I think shit like cancer, I think that's the manifestation of evil.
Well,
Okay.
Theoretically, it could.
Yeah,
Go
because
on.
what other purpose does that have on earth? It's just pure evil.
To destroy.
To destroy, to cause pain.
To support your theory on cancer can be, fueled with anger or resentment or even a certain vindication that feeds this tumor cell. Well, speaking of which, I don't mean to cut off, but there is some weird news that I'd like to share with this podcast. It's called demon phobia. Demon phobia is a term of fear of demons, and it's usually occurred in, religious beliefs. But like we have discussed about, what causes fear in demons or how to handle demons, we have just almost covered every, subtopic possible. We see it through people's experiences, psychological fears, spiritual fears, whatever.
Right.
One thing for sure to add in with the weird facts is, get this, fears are exceptionally common in young children, but most kids grow out of them. So it's just like, I'm just bringing in the common things because I'm just bringing in the facts. But go on, Trent.
Okay.
What the hell just happened?
So I want to go into this. Okay.
Go ahead.
The Tanaku exorcism. In 2005, 23-year-old Irenia Kornikia. People noticed that during mass, she would giggle during service.
Wow.
The priest would be talking,
She's a
and
kid?
she'd be giggling. You know what I'm saying? No, she was 23.
oh, okay.
Whoa.
And after a while, it was like they tried to get her some help, and she was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Then after a while, she started saying she was seeing the devil, and the devil was talking to her. So they put her in this fucking mental home, and she was released, a couple of weeks later. And she went back to the monastery, and this was in Romania, by the way. Okay. She was still acting strange. So this guy, Father Daniel Corjuna, and 4 nuns decided to do an exorcism on her. So they bound her to a cross, gagged her, and for 3 days they performed this exorcism. They didn't give her any food, any water, and she died of suffocation and dehydration. And all five, the 4 nuns and the priest were convicted of murder.
Wow.
Because it was.
It was like a witch trial.
It was. They put her on a fucking cross and didn't feed the poor child.
Yeah.
What did she do wrong?
She was fucking up. The bitch.
Why? Because she was giggling during mass?
Don't do that.
That's fucked up.
Don't do that.
I don't know who demons are or who angels are, guys. I don't
What
know.
time frame was this? Like, what
Yeah.
period of time was this?
It wasn't. I think it was like 99, something like that.
Oh,
It
okay,
was-
the recent years.
It was recent times.
Whoa.
Yeah, it wasn't like way back in the fucking days.
Okay, because I was
yeah.
gonna say if they didn't know back in the day about schizophrenia or like back in the days, crazy people I'm sure were labeled as evil and outcasted and punished and
Yeah, well, you can
But
actually
1999.
Google this guy Daniel Carjuna. He was the priest, and when they interviewed him on the news, he was like saying you can't do certain shit to get rid of demons. He was like, you can't play with demons. You got to be serious with them.
Whoa.
But they were all convicted of murder. Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, gosh, I just read an article. They made a movie of it about a woman that was supposedly possessed by like 20 different personalities and everything
Okay.
else.
Yeah.
And it came out and just said that she faked it all.
Oh wow!
They made a movie of it. You can look at it, and that she faked all of it. That all the multiple
I wonder how
personalities.
hard that
and it was
is.
called Personalities of Emily. I can't remember the name of it, but
Emily Rose.
no, it was. You can Google it, but yeah.
Isn't it
Okay.
the split personality disorder that she suffered, or did she also make that up too?
She made everything up. That she had like 20 different people inside of her.
Wow.
Yeah, it
I
was
wonder
all
how
made up.
hard that is. Jay, you
Interesting.
think you can fake that?
No. You
I
have
think
to
you
be.
could, bro.
I don't know.
It's a lot to
it'd
keep
be-
up with.
Yeah.
I will say this.
You got to remember all 20
yeah,
personalities.
all 20 personalities. And
Yeah.
I will.
Wow.
I will say this. According to the split, James McAvoy successfully played the character who had a split personality that had 26 to 30 personalities in the character he was playing.
Okay.
But he had a
Crazy there.
director and people telling him, okay,
Yeah,
right now in this
exactly. Right.
shot,
Right.
he probably had 26 producers.
Yes.
so what are some of the signs of demon possession, Ramon?
So what we talked about earlier, right? So superhuman strength.
Okay.
That is considered to be a sign of demonic possession. Speaking in tongues that you've never learned or you've never
Check.
studied.
Right.
Also, knowing things about people around you that you shouldn't know,
Check.
like your childhood nickname.
Wow.
Those kind of things.
Ooh.
Okay.
Remember that.
They say demons are intelligent too.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
And
the
obviously,
angels.
in some cases, the ability to move objects, make stuff happen on command, those kind of things. So
Wow. So 50% of Americans believe in demons.
That's it? Just 50?
Yeah, shit, that's half.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah,
lot.
that's a
All right,
lot.
Ramon. Based on your knowledge and everything else, do actual red eyes and possibly raspy throats do count as a demon possession?
shit, it should.
That sounds like Corona.
It should.
Hangover.
No.
Coronavirus.
I'm
know,
actually
right?
wanting to get educated by him.
Coronavirus.
No, I just actually wanted to know from him because I want to, know for myself.
If you don't mind, David, can you say that? Can you say that question again?
Yes. For demonic possession, do red eyes or raspy throats or, kind of, crawling or scratching on walls is considered to be a demonic possession? Yes or no?
scratchy throat and scratching on walls, no,
Okay.
because anybody can do that.
Okay.
I know.
What about the red eyes?
I've never heard or seen
Smoking
anybody. I've
weed.
never seen anybody with red eyes, my friend. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
in
Thanks.
15 years, I've
You
never
know
come across
somebody like
anybody with
that?
red eyes.
He knows someone like that.
Who's that, David?
Have you seen
Who
someone
got
with
the
red
red eyes?
I've seen plenty of people with red eyes, but I saw one that was, almost like demonic looking or whatever. It had an unusual tint of red
He probably
eyes.
smoked
like,
a fatty.
oh shoot!
He probably
No.
smoked a fat
No.
blunt.
If you're doing the weed thing, you could see the vessels of the eyes just popping out or whatsoever. But if you have somebody that's just really possessed like the devil, like signs of aggression, let's say. Oh man.
So
Okay, hold on.
So let me say
Well,
one-
weed can make you aggressive.
let me say one thing. Let me speak on this 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
If there's one thing I want everybody to remember when you leave this podcast today.
Okay.
Do not confuse angry and borderline evil with demonic.
Right.
Okay.
Well, isn't anger evil?
Well, hold on. No, it's an anger is an emotion.
Okay.
But I want to say this. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. Before we leave this podcast, I want you all to know this shit. I have a feeling that David, if you tell David, if you go, hey man, I believe Jeffro over there is a damn vampire, and tell David and say, look, David, he got some fucked up eyes, and he's spitting on himself.
I think David a pike.
I think David was stake the shit out of it and be like, what the fuck you do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, seriously, David be around here killing people. So whatever you tell David, man, just make sure you kind of lead him in the right direction.
What about this, Jay?
Jay.
What about?
I'm glad that he kind of debunked it for me, and I feel safer knowing.
So you're not going.
You're not going to kill somebody when you leave home.
Wow.
Right.
If he would have said,
kill him.
if he would have said that person was a demonic spirit, that's all you would have. You'd be like, okay.
Hey, his brother had a stake in his future.
Right.
Okay, so what about this?
All I'm saying
hold
is
on,
this:
David,
he's a
David.
trusted source. I believe him.
Okay, so what about this? The classic selling your soul to the devil.
I love that shit.
Can you do that? I mean,
Well, I heard that a
Can you
lot
really
of
do that?
lot of musicians are reported to have done this.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan is
He
very
actu-
famous for that.
He
Or
actually
the story
admitted
is.
to it. Yeah. He said he had a price to pay.
What was the price?
His soul.
Look, selling your soul. I mean, what the
Well,
fuck?
do you know your soul is you, Jay?
What the fuck you gonna do with your soul? Not a goddamn thing.
Okay, well, what are you
Sell
gonna
that
do
shit.
without? What are you
Sell
gonna do
that
without
shit
your soul?
and get some money for it for a loose stock, bro.
Well, what are you gonna do without your soul?
Pretend your soul was GameStop. Sell that shit right now, bro. Sell it now.
your soul's
Your
your
soul is
existence.
priceless,
It's
Jay.
your existence.
Your soul is
For
priceless.
$2.99, you too can sell your soul.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Go
Your
ahead. Trent.
soul is you.
Shoot.
It-
I ain't selling my soul.
but I'm gone, so it don't matter.
I think you got that shit twisted a little bit, bro.
Okay. No, please enlighten me. How do I have it twisted?
Because this Jay that I'm sitting next to right now, that's just like a car that your soul is driving. This is not
Vessel.
you.
Yep.
This not. Oh, so I've already sold it.
No.
Oh.
No, you got some shit to do once this car is ran its course.
Then, but see, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait till I only have 10 days left on Earth and be talking about, devil, please help me. Let me sell my soul. You know what I mean?
Well,
I want to give my soul when it has some. I can get shit for it. You know, a singing career, a great podcast. I mean, get something for your soul.
Like I told you before, that probably comes with like you probably gonna get butt fucked in hell.
Oh my
So
goodness.
if you prepare for that,
Man.
you gonna go to hell, bro.
Yeah, your worst fears.
I mean,
Your worst fears, the shit you fear the most. That's what's going on.
Forever and ever.
Yeah, forever and ever and ever.
Jay, I will say this. I think we saw too much of Homer selling his soul for a donut and Bart selling his soul for a certain price.
Wow.
I guess we.
Hooray, Simpsons!
I totally didn't see that.
Yeah.
You got to see it. It's hilarious,
Okay.
man.
Well, here's the situation.
Man.
You made a statement of being butt fucked and whatever your worst nightmares is. All right.
Well, that's my worst nightmare.
Okay. Yeah. Now, here go the problem. I mean, like you said, selling your soul to the devil. I mean, you have to think that you're gonna get something for it that you like.
In the physical world, Jay.
Okay, in the physical world. Trent, can you tell me all the people that sold their soul, that said to have sold their soul and got something for it?
Okay, well, I got a list.
Okay, well, go ahead, give me a list.
A few of them.
A
I
few.
don't know if it's true.
I know it might not be.
Bob Dylan.
And was he famous?
What does that matter?
No.
He
I'm
was
just asking-
recognized. Of course he
I'm
was.
just asking questions.
Fame doesn't bring anything to you.
Okay, next, he was famous.
Stevie Nicks.
Was she?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Stevie
Fleetwood Mac.
Nicks.
Fleetwood Mac.
Stand back and sold her soul? No, she's a witch. She didn't sell her soul. Continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Your boy Eminem.
Ooh.
I can see that.
Man,
Marshall
Not
Mathers.
clarified.
Wow.
I could believe it.
Bob Johnson.
who is Bob Johnson?
The guitarist, the black guitarist back in the days.
Oh, I was thinking Bob Johnson of BET. I don't know. Continue.
Well, that's all I got on this
Okay.
list. Yeah.
Well, here's my point. all of those people sold their soul and received something for it. Fame, money,
You keep
probably
saying
power.
Fame. What is fame? Fame is intangible. That ain't shit. A lot of people know you. So what?
But when you die, Trent, I mean,
So what?
How do you? Okay, when you die, none of this shit matters. Like nothing fucking matters,
Bro, if you keep
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah, get
if
him.
nothing matters when you're selling your soul for fame, power, fortune, then that kind of contradicts the purpose towards to the end. Because what
Yeah.
does that lead to? Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
Not a damn thing.
I would like
but a
to-
good butt fucking
I would.
for eternity.
Wow.
For eternity.
Hey.
All day, every day.
Satan will go ahead, make you dress up as a French maid, get a collection of all those spiky little things to put into
So you
your
might
other
as well-
cavity. cavity.
You might as well get your leggings and shit ready, Jay.
Okay, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys,
Get ready for the pineapple.
calm down, bro. You guys at home, I want to ask a simple question. The same question that Trent asked me. Would you sell your soul for whatever that is? Put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about that shit, because I know you will sell your soul because you're not dense and shit, right? The situation is this here. In this world, you want to drive a car, a nice Ferrari in this world, because after you die, there won't be a Ferrari to drive.
But I think this world is experience. Listen. You getting experiences for what you need to carry on to the real shit.
Yes.
That's what I think. This world here is just an experience.
Experience. Okay.
And then you might get in another body after you die and get more experience.
You know,
And
and
then
your
you
best
just-
friend might have been your worst enemy.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. I mean,
That
okay.
could
I mean,
happen.
really, it
Okay,
happens.
look.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about reincarnation. Okay.
No.
No.
We're not talking about.
You just said get into another body.
No, what I'm saying is that I think this world here
Right.
that you're talking about selling your soul is an experience that you need to move on to whatever is after that.
But I'm gonna sell my soul.
So you probably won't move on.
I think I will. I think I will.
Okay.
I think I will. I think, like, I really believe that. I believe that those people who sold their souls, the reason they sold their souls is because they obtained whatever they wanted, and is the reason why we know about them today.
Well, I think I'm just looking at your fingers and I see you got on cut off finger gloves. So I know you don't give a damn with your soul. I just seen that shit. Yeah, he really
I've been
don't give a
looking at
damn.
it for like that last hour and a
Don't
half.
give a damn about his soul. So I want to ask the panel.
Go ahead.
David, would you sell your soul?
I gave my soul to God. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
He's protecting it.
I'm skipping
I am-
Jay. Me, no. Grizzy,
Hell no.
Ramon.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
For research.
No, I'm not going to sell myself.
Right.
In
Okay,
the
so-
name of research, man. Sure.
Okay, so Ramon, I'm interested
Well,
in that.
I mean, I've just got a
interested.
question. I mean, if you're selling your soul, are you really just opening yourself up to possession?
I think
You know,
so.
and you say, hey, I need to be possess me.
So you would
Commend
really
me, you
do
know.
that?
You wouldn't even get to enjoy it. I don't think. I don't know.
I would drive a hard bargain, but maybe.
Wow.
There you
That's
go.
incredible.
You know,
There you go.
like
In the name of
incredible.
research.
That's
no,
incredible.
like
In the name of research.
like
Okay.
like I got to be healthy and I got to live to be 100 and I got to be rich to my wildest dreams and
You got a good exorcist
what-
on speed dial, right?
don't let me die when I'm 50.
But what about after that 100?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to live past that.
This
Really.
is incredible. I'm learning so
Yeah,
much.
so
Shit.
The whole
I'm
heaven
learning
and the
so
whole
much, bro.
the whole heaven
I'm
and hell
shocked.
conversation for me, man. That's deep right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
Be.
shocked.
What happens when you die, right? That's a whole other podcast for me. Right
Oh,
there,
yeah,
so.
of course.
I'm so shocked.
I mean, I don't. Why? Because if 50%, according to your
So
stats,
shocked.
50% of the people believe in demons.
Yeah.
Then that means the other 50% believe in what?
Well, that don't mean that they love demons. That means they just believe.
Did no one say that we love demons when we did our selling our soul? So basically, there's a 50-50 chance of everything. So therefore, when you ask that question to this entire panel, there was a good chance that someone else probably felt the same way I felt.
Okay. Well, let's talk about evoking.
Ooh,
Oh,
invoking a demon. That's the kind we kind of spoke about that when we did the little circle thing.
Yeah. And invoking.
Okay.
You know, there's a difference.
No, I don't know. Please enlighten me.
Okay, so evoking is letting them into your home.
Right.
Mm.
And apparently, invoking is letting them into you, like you're doing.
I'm not. What?
Yeah.
How you gonna just throw you? You had me interested.
Don't
now
back
you done
up.
fucked me up.
Oh, okay, okay, but Jay,
Yeah, I didn't mean that,
you're the
but
demon guy.
invoking-
You like having
Yeah.
demons around you, so invoking should have been your interest.
Yeah.
This is interesting now because it's now against you.
Yeah, you could
What's-
be-
I'd like to know psychologically why are you now against the idea of invoking demons?
Yeah. And letting them into your soul.
I'm not.
You could be rich, powerful.
Yeah.
You can get revenge on whoever you want.
Yeah.
But there's a cost at the end.
Well, what's the
There's
cost?
always a price to
I
pay,
done
but
told
you don't care.
like 5 times.
Oh, you talking about butt fucking? You always say butt fucking.
What
man.
I'm saying, what is your worst fear? what is your worst fear?
I don't know because I don't want to present it. And
Okay,
then that's
yeah.
what they use.
I know, right?
So I just keep that shit to myself.
Yeah.
But stop with the butt fucking, man.
Well, I'm just saying.
Thank you.
I'm just
Thank
saying,
you.
I'm just saying for a man. That got to be the worst shit.
I suppose. But now let's go back to this invoke and all that shit.
yeah.
So I get to be rich, famous, powerful, what the fuck ever I want.
On this earth. On this earth.
It's fucking done.
Okay.
It's fucking done.
But fucking and all, huh?
Listen.
Hey,
I'm saying.
wedding ring for the devil.
I mean, because you look at these celebrities that supposedly sold their soul.
And there was butt fucking involved?
No. They on top of the world all these years. Then all of a sudden, scandal.
Okay, that's
You
unfortunate.
canceled.
That's unfortunate.
You know what I'm saying? Is that them paying their part of the bargain?
Ain't that some shit? Why do they get canceled as part of their payment, but I get butt fucking?
No, when I say cancel, I mean like they might end up going to jail.
Okay.
Everything is over with. All their money is gone, like T.I. right now. You know what I'm saying? How long T.I. been on top?
I don't ever remember
He
ever
done
being on
dodged-
top.
He been on top for a while.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he have.
I'm sorry, T. I didn't know.
As an actor.
Oh, yeah, he was a great actor.
As a musician.
He's a great musician.
Whether you want to acknowledge him or not.
No. He's
He's been on top for a long time.
Okay.
Now, all of a sudden, people coming back talking about he's a rapist.
What?
Is that him paying the price?
That's just people lying on him.
Okay. I mean, you can look at it like that.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think people lying. So you're saying that there are these consequences. I get it, Trent. But if you can get it while your soul is hot. You know, get it while your soul is cool versus waiting until you're old and gray and you ain't got shit to do but become a vessel to evil.
Well, I mean, shit. Seem like you've been one for a minute, bro.
Well, yep, that's another story. That's a whole nother story.
What about a seance? How do you summon a demon? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Seance, ritual, a spell.
I mean, you can do. Yeah, what about it?
I'm just asking, what are the different ways you can come across this demonic energy?
Well, you can make a circle, right, and do a pentagram in the circle, right, to represent each of the elements, right.
Okay.
You get off in there. You know the demon that you want to summon. You know his name, so you pray to him, and you
Do
tell.
you know any demon names?
Yeah.
Nope. David.
don't?
Nope.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I know a
that's
few.
too bad.
Oh, you know a few? Go ahead. Let me.
I don't want to list them off.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What about our guests? What do they say about, like summoning?
Yeah.
What do they say? There you go.
Ramon?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I honestly think you can. I mean, if you sit there and you think positive, think negative, and you think negative all the time, and you keep yourself full of negativity with watching negativity things or being an evil and acting evil,
Mindset,
I think you can open yourself up to
I
that.
think so too.
And you can actually say, hey, yes, please help me. Just like you can reach out, to our higher power, to our creator, and, and
Of course.
have the same thing happen.
Right.
So, very possible. Very possible.
I think so too. So, what does the upside down cross mean, Ramon?
It's just to spit in the face to Christianity.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's the same thing as the anti-hour, the 3 a.m. versus the 3 p.m.
And I think that's bad, Jay. Spitting in anybody's face is bad.
He just
Why I
used-
keep attacking you? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
bro.
he just used that for something. He just used that word, but
Yeah.
it's mocking the other situation.
Yeah.
All right, people mock people all the time.
Yeah. Well, I actually came across this website. It was this dude who was like a demonologist, and the name of his website is becomealiving.god.com.
Ooh, so like a rap song. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what he was saying, you get all this knowledge from him, all these spells, curses, and you can actually become a living God.
You know what? There might be something to that.
Yeah.
How much does he charge?
I don't know. He does charge.
I'm pretty sure.
He does.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Do you have his name?
No, but I can actually find it out. All you got to do is type in becomealiving.god.com.
Yeah,
You've heard of him?
I know that website, and I know him, and he's in the spiritual world. He's a pretty powerful man. So take
He's
that for
mostly
what-
on the demonic side, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Wow.
I mean, think about this though. If you wrote down your own spell, right? If I wrote down and I had an outlet to get it to 1 million people to see my exact spell, that spell becomes real as fuck. I mean, it becomes real.
Yeah.
That's what gives it power.
Okay.
Well, you know, in the Bible it talks about principalities being evil, demons, like cities, countries,
Right.
being controlled by demons. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's sad because when I've read that, the only place that leads me to is America. You know, and that fucked up city in there that get destroyed is Babylon, which I believe that is Vegas. So so when you read that stuff and it tells you all that in the Bible, it's kind of like you're going, wait a minute, is that us? So I just wonder if anyone else in another country feels the same way as it their country.
Well, it's evil everywhere, bro.
Right.
All around the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So here it is, you guys. We've just been having fun and we've been talking. We have a lot more actually on this subject. We really do. And I hope that you guys at home, know this, you have to take care of yourself.
Amen.
Whatever that
Yes.
is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If it's your spirit, it's your body, all of these things work together. Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? We're just here to entertain you for 2 hours or whatnot. And, we'll be on another topic tomorrow. But
Yeah.
you
and
will
if you want to
still
sell
be.
your soul, we got a couple of buyers on the panel.
Okay.
Set us up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do that. But also remember, please, guys, tip us because, we've been fucking around. It's freezing here, too. So we have to go home in this bullshit because of you at home. So
we still love you.
So please tip
Very
us.
much.
Tip us, man. At $DSB
DSB
yeah.
Media at gmail.com.
There you go. Because we definitely need that shit. That's why I only have my fingers cut off of my gloves because I can't afford the other parts. Okay. I want to thank everybody here, and I want to thank you guys at home for watching and sitting up, spending time with us, right? And please, I see all of the comments in the chat. And
Oh, yeah.
I promise you next time I will definitely get with you guys. You know what I mean? So everyone, I want to say thank you to everyone, Grizzy, everybody.
Oh, yeah. And we are out.
Hey.
Peace.
La 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 la.